Many folks trust in chiropractic care to help them get on with life, and the same is true in the animal world. NTV's Brian Ganussi has more from Overton.
You getting sleepy?
Yeah, he's starting to melt.
For Dr. Roy Gert, horses have always been a part of his life, and he knew early on he wanted to be a veterinarian.
I grew up on a farm and ranch in central Nebraska, and I always remember riding and working with horses. Went to horseshoeing school in 1979, learned how to do that. In vet school, equine medicine was an important part of what I wanted to do.
The job on this day was doing a dental exam on a 15-year-old gelding.
Is we're looking for any abnormalities, sharps, wolf teeth on the younger horses, maybe abscess tooth or overgrown teeth on old horses.
The tricky part was that this horse had never been to an equine dentist, so was not too crazy about the exam.
It was a wrestling match for a little bit until drugs kicked in and we could do a good, safe job and do him some good.
The way a horse chews is the biggest reason for the dental work. He says they use a technique called floating to fix the problem.
When a horse chews and you're causing different wear patterns because a horse doesn't chew up and down, it chews side to side. And so that allows for uneven tooth wear. What floating the teeth is polishing off the sharp outer edges. The outer edges on the upper arcade, the lower edges on the molars on the bottom.
Dr. Gert says they use a combination of an old school float and a powered float to do the job. Which tool they use more depends on how well the horse can handle the vibration from the powered tool. The last part of the exam is talking with the owners about future care.
To watch their horse when he eats grain, does he dribble any grain into the feed box or feed bucket? Do you see any weight loss, stuff like that, that may indicate that either number one, we got to change our diet or we need to do some dental work.
He said this was far from his easiest patient, but nothing he hasn't seen in decades of working with equine.
A little bit of attitude, took a little patience and a little drugs to get him so where we could handle him safely and do a thorough job like we need to. Hopefully the next time he does it, it'll be a lot easier on both of us.
Brian Ganussi, NTV News, Overton.
And finally tonight, the community of Hastings celebrates its foundation in agriculture. The 41st Annual Chamber of Commerce Egg Appreciation Barbecue attracted hundreds to raise scholarship money for 4-H and FFA youth. A past recipient is now an FFA advisor in Sandy Creek. Students from that school helped serve the meal and reflected on the event's mission.
It's really important because especially like in our area, we're surrounded by cornfields and that's just basically all we do is agriculture.
The Chamber also gave out its annual Aggie Award. Brian Court accepted on behalf of his late parents Keith and Shirley of Blue Hill, who were great supporters of 4-H and the Webster County Fair, that legacy living on. Hopefully the weather clears up and producers can get back there in the field, and when it happens, we'll show you right here next time as we grow.